Hello there everybody, welcome back to another episode of Try New Things, where today obviously I'm back in the pole barn. But today's project is one that I had no intention of doing or no way to envision that I would have to do it. But it kind of got sprung upon me, and so we need to get it fixed as quick as possible. But what I've got is a tear in my pole barn roof. So we're going to go up here behind me, up this ladder, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So I'm up here in the crawl space, up near the ceiling or the roof in my pole barn. So I apologize about the lighting, but there's no lights up here. So a week or 10 days ago, we had a series of snow and ice storms that rolled through here with a fair amount of snow, followed by ice, followed by snow, followed by ice. And what I'm envisioning is all that slid off the metal roof all at once. And in that process, what it tried to do apparently is take my plumbing vent pipe with it. And I never noticed this before, but my vent pipe had no support from inside the barn. I'm going to turn the camera around, show you what happened, then we'll have to figure out how to fix it. But it's got to be fixed, because I'll go back downstairs and show you how I figured this out. So there is the vent pipe for the plumbing. You can see that it was pulled forward or down the slope and ripped a hole in my metal roof and just peeled the roof like a can of Spam. And so now it's all open to the elements. So let's go back downstairs. I'll show you how I figured out what's going on here. So it's down here on the interior build portion of the pole barn, in the bathroom, taking a seat as one does on occasion, when I heard dripping, and I assumed it was a leaky shower. But it wasn't a leaky shower. But as I pulled the curtain back further, what I noticed was there was water on the pan. And that water, it's hard to see, is dripping through the corner of the ceiling, or almost the corner. So that's what took me up where we just were to do a little investigation. That's where I found that the vent pipe had ripped a hole in my roof. So now I'm not quite sure how it is I'm going to fix it, but I know it's got to be fixed. I did go on Amazon and ordered a roof pipe extrusion boot thingy that I plan on installing, and somehow I'm going to have to stitch back or peel back the roof where it is essentially torn, like I said, like when you open an old can of Spam. So when we get to the next portion of the video, what you should see is me with some stuff and an idea of how to maybe fix it, and we will do our best to do just that, because I can't keep letting water or rain infiltrate into the pole barn. So anyway, hang tight. Pole barn roof repair is the topic of this video, and I didn't plan on making one, but here it is. Well, as luck would have it, last night we got some more snow. So obviously won't be going up on the roof of the barn today, patching that tear in the metal. But what we can do from inside is brace that pipe so that it doesn't bend over and take off again when this snow decides it's going to slide off. So let's go back inside the barn and work on that for a bit. Got the old torpedo heater cranked in here this morning. 15 degrees Fahrenheit outside, and we've got it up to 34 degrees here in the barn so far. Hopefully that noise won't impact us when we get up in the mezzanine. So here you can see again the pipe going through the roof. You can see where it was pulled forward, ripping the roof. I still haven't seen the extent of the damage because I haven't been able to climb up there on the outside just yet. Wonder if I can get my camera through the hole. So the answer to that is no, I can't get that camera through the hole. My camera's too big. Maybe I'll go back downstairs and see if I can find my cell phone. Well, my normal camera won't fit through the hole, so let's try iPhone selfie mode and hope I don't drop it. I'm not sure if that will show me anything. I don't know what that got, but we'll take a look. Now today what we're going to do is run a 2x4 from this rafter to that rafter over there in a way that we can support that pipe to resist it being pulled down by future ice and snow. We've gone ahead and put in the cross brace. For a little extra security, I'm going to put in this metal strap. All right, we're going to call that braced. See, I've got the new cross member installed between the two rafters, and I've added pipe strap just for a little bit extra. So while I wait for warmer weather and the snow to melt off the roof, I also made this little cover. So this is going to go up against the pipe, kind of like this on the upside. This should cover the rip, and then some ties to tie it back to the pipe. Hopefully this will deflect a lot of the rain. It certainly won't stop what's running down the roof, but it'll stop a little bit that at least hits on the hole. Anyway, every little bit helps. Till I can get up there, put a new boot and some patch and a bunch of caulk and fix it up. This is my temporary solution. So it's definitely another cold day here at the farm, but the roof is good and dry and clear of snow. So let's take the camera up there and see what we're dealing with. Well, there it is. From up here we can definitely see how much it's peeled back the roof. And like I said, it's kind of like rolling up a tube of toothpaste or the old cans of Spam. What I'm going to do is put a little backer plate in there on the other side of the metal, and then come up here with some pliers and try to unfurl that curl. Well, it's all very Frankensteinish, but I'm happy that I've got more than enough caulk in there. Would have been nice if this roofing and flashing caulk was black, but no one's going to be up here and see this anyways. So it's time to go back downstairs, grab the boot, and install that around the pipe. My main concern is stop the leak. So here's a look at the boot I bought. Got this on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description. But it is for various sizes, depending on what size ring or hole you cut in the top of it. Let's go ahead and get this sized and install it up on the roof. Well, there you have it, a non-professional but guaranteed not to leak job. I even came back with a can of spray paint and painted over the silver that was around the boot, as well as the gray caulking. All right, I'll be the first one to admit, not the best looking job, but I feel a whole lot better now that it's done. It's been a couple weeks since I noticed what had happened, from the signs of the leak in the bathroom downstairs until finally getting, the snow off the roof and up there to fix it. So now that it's fixed and I know it's not going to leak, I'm a happy man. But yeah, it's not pretty, but no one's going to be up there to see it. And the fact that it's done is all that matters. But anyway, hopefully you've enjoyed this episode of Try New Things. Certainly wasn't planned on filming it, but you got to do what you got to do when things come up, and fixing a torn roof was what I had to do. Now before you go, don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and we will see you in the next episode. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. So now we're going to take a quick break to thank this week's sponsor. And this week's sponsor, like every week's sponsor, is me, Chris Gladstone with TNT Try New Things, where I have started a new website link partnering with Buy Me a Coffee as an opportunity for you to check out some of the items I have for sale that you have probably watched the videos on me making. It's also an opportunity to sponsor the channel directly, either through buying me a coffee, or, if you're feeling particularly generous, signing up for an annual membership. With that, I'm going to go back to the video.